Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Warframe Done Efficiently. This is episode 23. We are still going strong. So, what has happened? So much has happened in between episodes. I am sorry to say that I have tried to re-record the start of this video like 3 times now. I know a couple weeks ago or a week ago now, I put up a post about my internet quality, or not my internet quality, well, my internet quality and my video quality. Someone did put a comment down saying that my upload quality was poor. Unfortunately, that's not the full story of it all. I do upload my videos not in the highest resolution possible. I'm not uploading my videos in like 4K or anything. I am uploading my videos in 1080p 60 FPS, but the problem is that although on my machine, on my PC, when I view my videos locally, the quality is lossless, stutterless, it looks great. As soon as I upload it to YouTube, it obviously goes through their NAF AVC1 codec, because I'm not a popular YouTuber. Not a lot of people watch my content, so YouTube doesn't feel that they should allocate their best codec to me. That's unfortunately the way it works. For those of you who don't know, by the way, YouTube does have 2 codecs, which basically compress files when you upload them. And yeah, if you upload a file in 4K, then you will automatically be put onto the VP9 codec, or I think even 2440 you can upload using the VP9 codec. Anything less than that, you'll be put onto AVC1 unless you are a highly rated channel. So that's what we're dealing with. That's the main issue. So when you guys are viewing my videos, it's not that I have uploaded them in, a terrible condition, or I'm recording in a really bad bitrate or whatever. It is because when I upload, YouTube just completely destroys it, essentially. So I can only apologize about that, and there's nothing I can really do about it at this point. Until I'm in a position where my internet is fast enough that I can maybe upload in 4K, but at the same time then I'd also have to record in 4K, and there's a lot of issues to overcome before that can happen. Hopefully I'll be able to do it at some point, but yeah, unfortunately right now it's just not feasible. So I'm going to keep uploading as I have been. If anything changes, then obviously I'll let you guys know, or you'll be able to see it in the videos. But until that time, yeah, we'll just have to work with it, unfortunately. So apologies for that. I can only apologize. But yeah, we'll run through a quick recap because I have done some stuff. As I said, I've re-recorded the start of this video a few times, so there's been some stuff happening that unfortunately is not going to be shown. I wish it was, but yeah, we're going to have to sort of go over a few things here. So the first one is that we have done the MR19 test. Now I am going to do that again. I'm going to just go into the practice on a relay and show you guys how to do that, because it is a tricky one. In my opinion, MR19, probably the hardest one to do if you don't know, like, going in what you should be doing. And it's very easy to mess up and lose 3 times in a row, because if you go in and you fail the first time, then the chances are you're going to fail the next 2, and we'll see why when we go into the practice for that. And the second thing that I wanted to go over, which I haven't shown on camera, I don't believe, is my Nekros build, which I have tampered with some more. So if we take a look here, where are we? Right here, and I'll show this in action again. I'm now using the Kuva Ogris. This is the final build that I've settled on. And I'm using this with Magus Anomaly on my operator, which you'll see in action when we actually get in to do a test run of this, or not a test run, but I'll show you guys how it works. It is a Shield of Shadows build. I was a bit confused because I've been looking at a load of Nekros builds on YouTube, on various forums and whatnot, and people have been putting on Prime Surefooted with Shield of Shadows. You don't need Prime Surefooted if you're running Shield of Shadows. I know it doesn't say it, but Shield of Shadows is knockdown prevention. So, if you're running this, you can run a more useful Exilus mod, because you're not going to get knocked down if you've got it active, which you should have all the time if you don't want to die. This is a full tank build, Grace and Guardian, so bear that in mind. That's what it's geared towards. However, we are going to have our Desecrate on. Even though we don't have to spoil on, we should be able to keep our Desecrate up the whole time. And yeah, everything else geared towards kind of Shield of Shadows and tankiness. That's basically it. Our range is 190 just for Shield of Shadows, in my opinion. You can see there the radius is 95 meters. I'm never realistically going to go out of range of my dark clones, or whatever you want to call them, my shadows. So that's why I've got that. You may be wondering as well why the strength is a bit. I've put the strength a bit lower. It is just because that I can use Madurai to up my strength to about 200%, which gives me easily enough defense here, even though all of this stuff, you know, is giving me crazy defense anyway. Using Madurai to up my strength is fine. So yeah, that's what we're running with there. Kuva Ogress build is the same as it's always been. I haven't changed this at all. I'm running Radiation Toxin right now, although I should probably swap that over to Viral. Just thinking the best way to do that, probably Cryo Rounds, and then we'll take that off. We can put that there. I wonder if we can put something else on here, actually. I suppose we could just put Infected Clip on, just so that it's pure Viral. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, let's leave it like that. And then I'm also running Nell. I haven't finished this build yet. I'm going to be working on the Nell a bit more, I think. It needs to be up to a point where I'm actually comfortable using it with Eidolon hunts as well, so that's going to be improved soon. And then Dochrome, our standard Exodia Contagion build, although I've amended it a bit. In fact, I'll probably take it back, to be honest. Yeah, we'll leave it on this one, actually. I think that's probably best. And yeah, Madurai just gives us an insane amount more damage. Void Strike we can use for any or when the Acolyte appears. So yeah, this is the build I've run with. I'm very happy with it, and we'll do a demonstration of that in a second. In fact, let me just go over to my operator before I forget, because I do swap between Magus Anomaly and Magus Melt. So let's go ahead and put on Magus Anomaly for testing this build. But the first thing we're going to do is we are going to just do a quick run through of the MR19 test, because I think it's important for you guys to see this one. I did want to show the first trial run on camera, but yeah, I want you guys to see how you can do it with limited gear, because obviously a lot of players who have got to this stage might not have the same gear and access to gear that I have, and it is basically just Warframe and Melee. So let's take a look at that in action, and you can see how it's done. Okay guys, so we're over here at the MR19 test. Now, like I said before, you can only use a Warframe with no skills and a melee weapon. So can't use any abilities, and we can only use a melee weapon for this test. So the first way that you can do this, which is kind of the cheesy way, I guess you could say, is using a gunblade. So obviously with a gunblade, you can shoot things. Now, this is actually my least preferred method now. It used to be the best way to do this before they released the Skiajati, believe it or not. You know, this was ages ago. So, yeah. Any Gunblade, Vastalok, Redeemer, Sarpa, whatever. Redeemer probably not so much because the range on it is a bit less, but the Vastalok should have just enough range, I think. So if we go in here and we do the test, obviously you can't get detected by the enemies. So if I run around and start just clobbering off enemies with my my Gunblade, then it's just going to go to pot. So if I just stand here at the starting platform and just literally shoot each of the enemies. They have very low HP, so, you know, one pellet should do the job. This guy might be a bit trickier to hit here. He's slightly out of range. There we go. And there we go. So we get detected. That's why this is kind of a bit of a risky method. Shoot the ones closest to you first. That guy was sort of, you know... Yeah. Shoot the first two, and then shoot the rest. So we'll try that once more. And then obviously, yeah, hopefully you get the idea. 1, 2, 3. Get the one over here. Oh, or this guy. Oh, try and actually hit them. That'll be useful. That guy. This guy. There we go. Okay, so the ones closest to us now are dead. I wonder if we can hit this guy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Guy at the back there. There we go. There is a guy up there. There we go. I can't remember how many enemies there are exactly. I'm probably going to fail this again because I have forgotten. But if you can keep count, there we go. Then yeah, you should be able to clear this up fairly easily. Let's take this fairly steadily here. So you have to take out all of the targets. Did we get them all? It looks like we might have got them all. Oh, there's one over here. Oh my goodness. Yep, so then the target's saved. There's no enemies to encounter on the way back, so we can just jump back over here. And the target will teleport to us. So that's the first way to do it. The second way to do it is with the Skier, so we'll go ahead and equip that. And you guys will then see... That's probably my preferred way to do it, actually, with the Skier now. So I'll quickly get the Skier and we'll restart this. Okay, guys, so the Skier, if you didn't know, has a passive ability where if you get a finisher, you become invisible. I think it's for, like, maybe 5 seconds? I'm not actually sure. But either way, you can just go around like this and just clear out all of the enemies. Just be careful, obviously, that you don't become visible at an awkward moment. So, you know, if you feel like you're going to become visible, then make sure to hide yourself or whatever. This guy has seen us, so we've got to be careful there. We can get a finisher on this guy up here. There we go. And once again, once you've taken out all of the enemies, you can just go around and, yeah, take out the targets. One more enemy over there we didn't get. We can pick him off in a second. Has he gone down? I think he's gone down. Yeah. Cool. And yeah, same again. We just head back. So both ways, you know, achievable. The Gunblade one, you just got to take out the enemies closest to you first, as we learned. But yeah, the Skier I did first time there. It's probably the safer method now, in my opinion. So that's what you got to do. So let's move on now. We'll take a look at the Nekros build, and then we'll be all caught up. Okay, guys. So this is kind of what we're working with right now. Sorry for the low humming noise if you can hear it in the background. That is the challenge room that we're standing in right now. Let me just deal with this guy for a second, and then I'll start talking again. Oh, where's he gone? There he is. Yeah, I need a weapon that's going to take this guy down faster, like a secondary, but that's fine for now. But essentially what we're doing is we kind of just find a good spot with a load of spawn spaces around us. I've gone ahead and put Nourish from Grendel on my first ability. I forgot to mention that earlier. We just pull all the enemies in, Terrify, and then 3 shots into the floor and everything dies, and then we just reset and go again. Yeah. And that's what we do. It's kind of the most brain-dead strategy possible. But, you know, if you're looking to survive a long time, then it kind of works well, I guess. Like, you're never going to die doing this, I'm pretty sure. Like, my health is always up high because of equilibrium. I've got loads of armor, loads of resist. My life support doesn't really go down at all. It might drop by, like, you know, 15 or 20 when an Acolyte spawns and I have to focus him for a bit. But hopefully I'll solve that problem soon with a better secondary weapon. We'll see. I suppose I could use the Knell, actually, for that. But it's a bit annoying having to, like, you know, headshot and then rattle off. But we'll find something better. Debating what. I'm sure there's something out there. But, yeah. I think it works quite well. Did we just get our gun yoinked? No, we didn't. So yeah, just using Magus Anomaly, put all the enemies in. As soon as we got a nice little bunch of them, we'll go ahead into our frame, use Terrify, strip all their armor, and then just clobber the ground, basically. And they all die. And then the residual... Ooh, double Kavat booster. The residual kind of Nightwatch Napalm is just then left over, so that if I suck in any more enemies, they are immediately CC'd, Let me take this guy out. Did I get him? I don't know if I got him. I don't think I got him. Oh, I don't think my Terrify hit the other guy. Let's do that. Just make sure we actually get all the stuff we want. There we go. Shame we don't have a resource booster on right now. For the record, this is Tier 2 Conjunction Survival. In case anyone was wondering, it's not the Tier 1 and it's on Steel Path. That's why the enemy health is like over 200 at level 20. So yeah, anytime like something happens like that, where there's an event, or you know, a sentient spawns, then your life support will go down a bit if you have to focus them. But yeah, we should be just fine. It'll go up quite quickly again, so no worries there. Alright guys, hopefully that was a bit interesting to see that build. It's not something that, you know, everyone's down to use, and just sitting there spamming 5, clobbering enemies like that isn't to everyone's liking. You can run around with that build. You should be able to survive just the same, you know, moving about. The one thing I will say is that using Shield of Shadows, while it's a really good, you know, tanky alternative build, it does present a problem when it comes to enemies coming towards you. You know, the enemies get distracted, and that is a health, you know, benefit. You're not going to die as much because the enemies are shooting your clones and not you, or your shadows and not you, sorry. But at the same time, you know, if they start spreading out too much, then you may struggle to take down enough enemies to keep your life support up. I haven't had any problems with that, to be honest, but, you know, it is something that can happen, and you may see your life support dropping a bit low, which is why I like to use Arcane Anomaly. It just basically guarantees that you're going to last forever, so yeah, that's that build. But moving forward this episode, we are looking into some of the new content. I want to get Varuna, and yeah, I've actually already made a very good start on that. So if we take a look, I've already gone ahead and made the Perigale and the Sarofang, so both of those are now complete. We have all the parts available to us for Varuna, and we have the materials ready apart from somatic fibers. So we're going to need 9 more somatic fibers before we can build the neuroptics. Now, they do drop from Conjunction Survival. I think it's A rotations, so rounds 5 and 10, and then 25, 30, etc., etc. We can get somatic fibers, but they also drop from Demolist units in Conjunction Survival. Not Conjunction Survival, that's what I just said. They're going to drop from Disruption on Lure, from the Demolist units. So that's probably what we'll do to farm up the rest of those, because we can get ourselves a load more Axii relics doing that, which is always nice. You can see our platinum is starting to get up to another healthy level, and I also want to be setting off some Riven mods as well for a separate video. I've probably already said this at some point, but we are going to be making a video where we make platinum from selling or buying and then re-rolling and selling Rivens. So I might make that into a series. I don't know. We'll see what kind of response it gets. But I do have a couple Rivens which you guys will see hanging around, which I have re-rolled to a point where I think they're sellable. Not for a whole lot, but they are sellable. So I'm going to try and sell those guys off, hopefully during this episode. And then, yeah, hopefully that will boost our platinum a decent amount, at least $1,000, I'm hoping. That's kind of the minimum I'd expect from what I've got, so we'll see where we get with that. But it's something I'm kind of just doing in the background. It's not really taking a lot of my time. I farmed up all the Kuva and stuff, and that took a while, but yeah, just selling it off, I've kind of just put it up on Warframe Market, and also Riven Market as well, online, Riven Trader. That also helps. But yeah, we need to go ahead and get some somatic fibers, get Varuna building. I think Varuna might end up being our go-to disruption frame. That's my hope. I think she looks quite interesting. I like how she aesthetically looks as well. She's a nice looking Warframe, so you know, it's always good when you're playing Warframe and you like what you're seeing on the screen. So, you know, we'll be using her a bit, I think. And there's already some great builds out there for her. I'm probably not going to do a guide build on her or anything because there's already loads that's come out. So we'll leave that to one side. I've also got 2 more frames built here, Titania and Uredi. We've also got Garuda Prime built. I have just been building stuff as we go. In case you're wondering, you know, there's still some things in here that we can build. In fact, I think we can probably build. Let's have a look. There's definitely something we can build. I just can't remember what it is. Oh, it's Gara. That was what it was. We can make Gara, or do we need more cryotic? Let's just quickly have a look at that. We need 70 pyrotic alloy to make Gara. Gara system. Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, we do. 70 pyrotic alloy. So let's see. I think we need cryotic for this. Yeah, we don't have enough cryotic. So we just need to farm some cryotic and then we can make Gara as well. And then, yeah, we got a bit more MR coming in. Maybe we can get to MR 20 this episode. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to get on, guys. I need to go ahead and farm us up some cryotic, some somatic fibers. And then, yeah, we'll start building Varuna. We'll start building Gara. And we'll see what other frames we can start making this episode as well. Because there are a few where we're only a few materials off. Or some, you know, where we just need to do a tiny bit more and then we'll be there. This we can probably do now as well. Caliban. Breath of the Eidolon, we only need 3 more. Tralakais we should be able to get a decent amount of, as well as Mortis Horns. And then the Hespasm Alloy, we can farm that up. And then Nama Isoplasts we'll just get from doing Plains Nama Bounties, which can get us a lot of Endo in the process. So yeah, all looking good, really. I might try and make Atlas Prime as well for an alternative farming build. I do have a video on that, and I do find him quite fun. I know a lot of people, you know, shun Atlas. He's a bit of a boring frame, and he's pretty useless, but his Ore Gaze actually does give quite a high drop rate, and using the method that I was just showing with Nekros, where we pull enemies in with Magus Anomaly, you can get a nice grouped up bunch of enemies to then just Ore Gaze and then pummel to oblivion. It's quite a fun build. So, yeah. Gara Prime, actually. Did I not already make Gara Prime? We just need 2 Argon Crystals, and then we can make Gara Prime. Huh. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and do that as well, I guess. We do have enough credits to get more Nitane extracts, so... Yep, we'll make Gara Prime. We'll make normal Gara. And we'll probably make a few more, I guess. Yeah, we can get a lot done this episode, it seems. So, I'm going to crack on, guys, and I will see you when we've got some resources together to start building the rest of these frames. Alright guys, so that should now be done. It is late here and I need to take a break, so I'm going to get this stuff building. One there, and there. So we now have Varuna's parts going. Let's see just quickly if we have anything else now that we can build. I don't think we do, but... Yeah, no. No, I suppose we could build a castle. Oh, we have Oxium. We definitely needed Oxium for something. Was it Protea we needed it for? Let's see. 550 Oxium. Oh, no, I can't. I can't warrant it. Oh, so close. Yeah, I'll get that going, but just off camera. It's only 30 more Oxium we're going to need, so shouldn't take us too long. But I am going to take a break now, and then we'll get that when we come back. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we now have Ivara building as well, and Protea's on the go. So yeah, we've got a lot of frames in the pipeline now. And yeah, we'll be ranking them up in due course. However, I believe very soon we are due a new Prime frame. Baruch Prime is about to drop, which is going to be very interesting. And I have actually got a fair few relics to hand, and I've been saving up standing, at least on a couple of my syndicates here. So we should be able to get, you know, that's 12, 15 relic packs from syndicates. So hopefully we get some of the new relics that come out through that. I'm not going to use Steel Essence to get any. I want to save up on that because I'm doing it for my my Kuva rerolls. And there's going to be a video for that, so yeah. As soon as that comes out, we're going to go ahead and farm the hell out of those relics. See if we can get any early rare parts, and then maybe sell those off for insane amounts of platinum. That'll be fun. And then we will, hopefully as well, alongside that, gain plenty of, you know, trash relics, which we can... Well, not trash relics, trash parts, which we can trade in, because I believe that Baro is due this week. So yeah, we can go ahead and see what he is selling. But yeah, it's all looking up, guys. It's all looking up. So I think what I'll do, I'm gonna wait now until the new update drops, and then when it drops, I'll do maybe like a quick, well, not quick, but I'll put up the relics or the rewards that we managed to get from everything, and we'll see how much platinum we can make today. So yeah, should be good. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so we are back. It is a new day, and yeah, we've just received this lovely lovely gift bag, including a 3-day credit booster, which is it's just terrible. It means I have to do more credit farming. You do have to make use of these things when they come around, guys. I'm not going to lie. You know, when you get something like this, you want to commit a few hours to just bolstering your supply of whatever you get. If it's a resource booster, you go and get resources. If it's a credit booster, you get credits. That's just what you do. And then obviously you save up a load of things in your foundry, and if you get an affinity booster, that's when you build everything and you start ranking up. So yeah, we're going to have to make use of this, which I think is actually alright. It's an opportune moment to show another Profit Taker fight now that we've got the Zenith. So we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, that will probably be seeing us towards the end of this episode. I do want to just say that obviously Baro Prime has dropped. It did drop yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. No, it was yesterday, yeah. So I did do a bit of relic farming, not a whole lot. I got all of the relic packs like I said I would, and unfortunately we literally didn't get a single Baruch relic or a Furus relic either, so I was actually very miffed about that. But yeah, we'll continue to farm relics, I think, because obviously we got Baro coming soon, and we'll want to probably buy some stuff from him, hopefully. Maybe he'll have some interesting things, who knows. But at the same time now, when I'm farming relics, I'm not actually selling off as much, because obviously we do have a decent amount of platinum coming in from our relics, our arcanes. So we don't need to sell as many relic stuff as we used to. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just pop over in here and get ourselves Chroma. So Chroma Profit Taker. We do have 2 Crimsons, 2 Asias, sorry, and 2 Amber Archon shards there. So for the Zenith, this is the build that we're going with here. So we've got Cold and Corrosive. We're not running a Serration on this build, simply because Chroma's 3rd ability is going to be doing all the work there. And then, yeah, Kuvanukor, our Exodia Contagion build. So we've got Heat and Viral there. We've got Radiation, Gas, and Magnetic there. And we've got Cold and Corrosive. So really, the only 2 elements that I believe we're missing are Electric and Toxin. I think those are the only ones we're missing. I could be wrong, but, you know, either way, we've got a lot of elements covered. So I've got Unairo on still because I don't want to fall over while doing this. In fact, let me just check, because I feel like I should have... yeah, let's put Nullifier on there. I took that off, but I'm going to put it back on. Cool. I'm also going to be using my on-call crewmate. So let's just quickly hop into Venus and see how we do. My accuracy with the Zenith on this, by the way, is going to be appalling because I haven't done it in ages. I always forget where the pylons actually are in relation to the waypoints, because I think the waypoints are situated slightly above where the pylons land. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out, or slightly below. Can't remember. So let's go to Little Duck. And then Profit Taker. Phase 4. So I'm kind of hoping that with this now, we can get maybe like the Profit Taker kill. Not extraction, but the Profit Taker kill in under maybe 2.5 minutes would be good. If we can get around that time on first try here, I'll be okay with it. But yeah, we'll have to see. So let's just go ahead and fly out a bit, I think. See where he spawns. Okay. So he's actually quite far away, but that's fine. So instantly, let's just throw down our crewmate. Get some damage. Exodia Contagion. Okay, nice. Good start. Oh, don't die, please. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Nice. Remember what we're doing. Very nice. So, Zenith. Let's keep our 3rd ability up here. I think this one might land first. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good stuff. Keep our cat up. Back to normal stuff. This is going fairly well so far. We haven't had one of our non-elements. Gas, that's on our Kuva New Core. Oh, that's not doing so much damage. Heat, that's on our Zor. Lightning, no! It's so close as well. Okay, corrosive. Back to arch gun. We're on 1 minute 30. This is looking pretty good so far. Might have to use an energy pad here in a second. Yeah, let's... maybe not just yet. We'll wait until our energy supply drops a bit lower. Okay. Is that it? Oh, we didn't get that one. Damn it. Nice. Oh, we got an affinity booster as well. Perfect. Toxin we don't have. We do have that. Cold. Impact. Blast. Okay. We're looking good. Two minutes, 27 seconds for the kill. I will take that all day long. And we did have an element come up there that we didn't have, so yeah, happy days. And we're going to get our million credits from this. Really good. Let's do that. Nice. Really good. Okay, so now we head back. I think it's this way? Yeah. We probably should have used the teleport, but it's too late now. So extracting in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes 4. Could have been a closer spawn. 1 million credits, guys, in 3 minutes. Oh, it's so nice. And then the Profit Taker Articular there. So that's really good. Yeah, happy with that. Let's regroup back on the ship, and then yeah, we'll probably have to see the episode out there. Unfortunately, it's used up a lot this week. Maybe we'll actually throw in Baro. So yeah, actually yeah, let's cut straight to Baro now. He's going to come soon, so we'll go straight to Baro, see what he's got, and then we'll end the episode. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so Baro is now here. I've sold everything that we didn't need for ducats. You can see I've been working on getting some credits as well. We're nearly up to 50 million, but I thought we'd go ahead and buy this. I will get us up to 50 million before our credit booster runs out. But yeah, we need to buy some stuff first. So I want to get all of these prime mods, I think. They're worth it, so let's go ahead and do that first of all. Very nice. So we've got 1,140 left over. We should probably get the Prisma Scanner. And then, yeah, we can splash out, I guess. So let's go ahead and do that. 630 left. Let's go ahead and get ourselves something like a skin. I don't know. The Arcwing skin might be something. Yeah, let's do it. Let's splash out. There we go. Arcwing skin gained. And yeah, that'll be it, guys, I think. So, yeah, we'll round off the video there. We've got a load of Warframes in the pipeline. Our credits are well up. Our platinum is now well up. I sold off quite a bit in between cuts there. So, yeah, we're looking very, very strong right now. So, in the next episode, we'll probably be focusing a bit on, you know, getting those frames that we're making ranked up. And we'll see what else pops up in the meantime. So, yeah, if you did enjoy the episode, guys, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one.